What's up, guys?
Hey, friends.
Greetings, fellows.
We have an offer for you.
We'd like to make a small deal.
We have an interesting proposition.
Get the new shiny Dota 2 ticket.
Buy the new Starladder ticket.
Support us with ticket purchases.
And we promise to show you our best.
We'll show you excellent and magnificent Dota.
We will make sure you see some amazing games.
Take the first step into the next season.
We are counting on you.
Help us make Starladder 11 awesome.
We will see you again sooner than you think.
Thank you for your support.
And your contribution will make us a little bit happier. Thank you.
Welcome back, ladies and germs. We've got Game 3 of our opening best of 3. This is it, the ace match, the big kahuna. The winner here moves on to the playoffs. And the loser has complexity waiting for them in the lower bracket with their number on speed dial.
With Waga standing in. Not an easy game to have to go down to. So this is crunch time for both these teams. The winner gets that secured trip into the playoffs, where they could potentially get matched up between Sna or Ehug. And we'll see how they fire it out here. Going already into the draft, you can see Root Gaming, this time they're done. Got to get rid of the Pudge. First ban Pudge, and then they ban out the Brew. Though, they could have just kind of removed the Pudge, anticipating that with their first pick, they would love to get that Faceless Void, which they banned out in the previous 2 games. Now they get it. And we'll see what they look to do for it. Mind you, Faceless Void has been nerfed a little bit in recent patches. His Time Walk no longer slows your attack speed. His chrono cooldown has also been increased at both level 2 and 3, so his late game chronos have been taken down just a notch, about adding 5 or 10 seconds onto there. And obviously, no more funky ward attacks happening inside the chrono, so your potent Witch Doctor Faceless Void combo isn't going to be quite as easy as it once was.
Well, they grabbed the Ancient Apparition, another hero that still combos pretty well with the Faceless Void, I believe. Shooting those snowballs. Larry Bird from downtown. Landing
nicely
some dunks.
with the chrono.
Good stuff there. Now, Leviathan, another signature thing that they like to do, and that's Mr. Wraith King there. If my memory serves me, they're big fans of that core Wraith King. It's probably your Shredder hero, and I wouldn't be too surprised to see a Radiance maybe come out in that inventory.
Yeah, if they decide to go down that road, which is a road they're very, very familiar with doing. But the nice thing with Wraith King is he's like an ambidextrous kind of a hero as far as what role he wants to go for. So you get him early. It doesn't really give away a whole lot of information, but I feel like maybe just because of the Faceless Void, they're like, it's such a good counter, whatever position it ends up in. Let's just get it right now. And that way we can decide later on if he's going to be more warranted as a core position or as a support. And it's funny enough, Leviathan, a team that runs it so much, it's not even their top 4 picks. They definitely love that Brew first and foremost, which is the reason we'll see it banned every game against Leviathan. Remaining. Here we go, and also Leviathan, they go back and get rid of that first ban on Omni. It's a hero that's been picked up a lot, especially from the NA scene for sure, but they don't want to be dealing with that whatsoever. So we have our base foundation from both teams. I'm excited to see where they're going to look to take it from here.
Yeah, he's an annoying bloke, that Omni Knight, and I see why teams don't want to play with him or against him for that matter, because he's the inverse fun, that's for sure. Death Prophet, the 4th ban for Leviathan, and what do they want to do with this 3rd pick? Still a lot of options. You mentioned that flexibility with the Wraith King. One of the reasons he's a good early pick. You don't know if he's a carry or a support, and you can always call an audible and switch it up as your draft continues to come about. So
Ogre's still in the pool. I know he was nerfed down a bit with that cast range, but we've obviously have seen it utilized pretty nicely, and Bloodlust doesn't hurt to have on your Wraith King either. And I believe Bloodlust goes through BKB now. I know they added more spells that go through BKB, but I believe it does go through it still, so it could work nicely in this kind of a lineup. But it is going to be the Mirana, grabbed up right there from Leviathan. So we'll see where they take it from there. Up till their first matchup, they were undefeated with the hero, as I said before. Now sporting a 4-1 record, so they're definitely well versed with Mirana play. And in the first game, they had Nusha played in the off-lane position on Dire's side. We'll see if it's something they reach for once more or not.
So, Puck now the third pick for
Dire team
Root
pick.
Gaming, another hero we've seen a fair bit this series, sticking with that blue theme. Nice tempo controller, pretty good with the Void, can dump a fair bit of damage into the Chronosphere.
Yeah, gets people set up with the coil. They can't run too far, and this makes for a beautiful
Radiant team
Chronosphere. So
pick.
makes Faceless Void's life a lot easier. Don't have to put the pressure on him as a true initiator, and you can have Puck kind of take those reins instead. And we saw in mid lane, who was it? Was it Sumail who played the Puck in the first match? I can't believe it's already slipping my mind. I'm pretty positive,
think
yes.
it was.
Sumail in that first game, they were trying to get a hold of that Puck, but he's just so slippery with the hero from start to finish. I like the grab Leviathan. They get Doom. They don't want to deal with a pesky,
10
annoying Puck
seconds
who can go
remaining.
everywhere. Doom shuts that down,
Oh, yeah.
and they get it right away.
Yeah,
5
Doom
seconds
obviously
remaining.
very good against the Faceless Void. He'll probably go for a Blink Dagger early on, and if you can get the jump on Void,
Reserve
Doom him
time.
before he can Chrono, then that's usually your golden ticket to a successful team fight. Witch Doctor now the pickup for Root
Dire
Gaming. We were
team
talking about
bound.
this earlier, but still a lot of synergy built around this Chrono.
I mean, don't get me wrong. You put people trapped in the Chrono. Witch Doctor can still have a big impact with his ward on the outside. It's just not as glorious as it once was, where you could just put it in the middle of the Chrono
Yeah, and just
be
blast
sure
them.
to hit everyone. I mean, if he gets
10 seconds.
chronoed
10
out and it's on the
seconds
cusp of
remaining.
the other side, let's
Mm-hmm.
say, of the Chronosphere, Witch
5
Doctor might have to
seconds
reposition
remaining.
himself with that ward to get more use out of it. But it's still very, very strong hero.
Reserve
Cast works
time.
very nicely, has a good bit of lockdown. The sustain with the heal, of course, works well. And I imagine this is going to be more of an aggressive style Witch Doctor if they're going to have AA play more of that easy breezy, sit back kind of a support play.
Well, we'll see how they want to play it. Leviathan, very ambiguous draft here with the Mirana and Wraith King, and makes this final ban from Root Gaming a little more difficult. Have a feeling Leviathan are looking for another core here. I think they've got their supports figured out. It's a matter of what core and where.
Radiant team
Leviathan
banned.
got fooled by this in game one. 5th pick Medusa when they didn't have any counters available, and well, they'll make the smart choice to ban her out and make sure that doesn't happen again.
And it's also been 3 games where Jakiro has been completely ignored, which is a little bit weird to
10
me.
seconds
Jakiro,
remaining.
I don't think, was really hit by the patch that hard. Liquid
5
Fire's
seconds
damage was
remaining.
nerfed a little bit, but I don't think that should change a whole lot as far as the durability the hero
Dire
has in
team
a lot of
pick.
parts of the game. Still an easy setup with Yules,
Yeah.
and overall great siege power, but no team really reaching for him here in this series.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't have a good reason for it. I think you hit the nail on the head. Still a very potent hero and has other things that make him strong aside from just the amazingness that is Liquid Fire. But Leviathan thinking hard about this final choice, and yeah, they don't have that luxury of final
10
pick, so they'll have to get
seconds
executive
remaining.
a little bit sooner.
Admiral Kunka.
Admiral Kunka. Okay,
Radiant
man, do I like
team
this
pick.
team. They're always doing something fun. But the Admiral, he had a couple changes this patch too,
the X,
Cal Guy.
man. The X, it's big. It's 4 seconds on enemies at all levels, and it's 8 seconds on allies at all levels as well. That means quick and easy trips to the fountain with X right off the bat at level 1. You can do that for yourself, or you can do that for an ally. So that's fun. Yeah, it's not as easily timed as it used to be, where I believe it's if you get level 2 X.
It
you
used to
could-
be level 2.
seconds.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
cast
Remaining.
X and then a torrent immediately
You could
after.
just shift cast it and it would be a free
This
setup.
time it
5
requires a bit
seconds
more
remaining.
touchy timing, but if you get used to it, it's not too shabby. Plus the bonus of being able to have
Reserve
that 8
time.
seconds at the start's really good as well.
Yeah.
Is there any other changes to him? I'm not too
The
sure.
Admiral, I don't believe so. I
have
think
it
yep,
in my-
all X changes.
my good
so
book
that's-
right
that
here,
wraps it
yeah.
up. But Root Gaming, they get a hard carry with their last pick. It is the one and only Spectre.
Oh yeah, X is free to cast too now. It doesn't cost 50 mana. People
It's
felt
that's
was
the return. I think isn't that
the
to do
quick
it?
bring back.
Yeah, you have to do it
yeah.
early. So now
Now
you
it
can.
costs nothing.
Yeah, that's a cute little change.
That's
Not,
nice,
not
that's
too
nice.
big.
Now you don't have to be as mana dependent for your combo. If you want to just kind of draw them back quickly into a torrent, you don't have to make sure you have that extra 50 mana. So that's pretty sweet. But yeah, Spectre. Last grab here for Root Gaming.
So Chicken MC will take the Void to the off lane, and I guess that means this strikes me as an Aghanims game. I think the way that Root have just built this roster around the Chrono, they're going to need to go
Prepare
Aghanims
for battle.
just so that they can team fight more frequently. That was one of the nerfs to Void, is now his ultimate has an even longer cooldown. Even at level 3, it's still 100 seconds. That's a pretty long time.
So the first 2 games, Leviathan moved as a 5-man hit squad to try to get some early first bloods. We'll see if they do it again. Right now, though, they're not. I think even Root Gaming have finally like come to terms that that's how Leviathan like to play, and they put their own little unit in their jungle to defend it out. And I don't think they're going to have to do much of a defense, or maybe they move forward and they can get a quick catch on Jenkins, who's returning to his offlane position playing Doom, but it doesn't look like we see any potential first blood action unless they get caught out with this top rune bait.
Yeah, Jenkins gets a ward down nice and early, does not get scattered out, and Root will get there's a little vision of that bottom rune and the entryway into their jungle. That'll be all the wards that come out so far. Dire, here we go. Sentry to block the pull camp. So it looks like Leviathan will be off to a pretty good start here. Good old Jenkins will be headed to the off lane on the Doombringer. And that puts Sunken here on the Vengeful Spirit. The rest of their cores all spread about the mid lane. Shibby will take the Admiral Kunkka to the mid. Some badass cosmetics there. Shredder on the Wraith King will be on the one. That puts Nushim on the Marana. But look at this. He's got the pipe, he's got the hat, and he's got a genuine Shadow Blade.
What a player.
Look at this guy.
Leviathan have been a team known for their style and cosmetics, sporting such crazy things as your Platinum Roche, who's worth a pretty penny as it is. We saw the Alpine set in Game 1, Dragon Claw Hook. This is a team who definitely has plenty of cosmetics in their closet.
Stylish. You know, how do you feel about the Shadow Blade? Do you think it breaks the lore too much? It is kind of weird. It's pretty purple.
It's pretty purple.
It's right on the cusp for me.
The color of royalty, you know.
The color of royalty. I like that. You want to introduce our Radiant side here, Dakota?
I would be more than happy to on your Radiant side. It's Root Gaming looking to bounce back after the defeat in the previous game. Chicken MC is going to be playing your offlane Faceless Void, which was their first pick. Joik walking nearby right now, aiding this Faceless Void. It looks like he's going to be taking himself up there on the Witch Doctor mid lane. Sumail is revisiting his puck in the mid lane. Bottom, it's going to be your boy JC playing the AA. Now looking for a D ward. He's not going to catch it. It's out of range. It's actually just above. And then, of course, that will leave their core player. It's going to be Yawar playing the Spectre.
Well, your boy JC may try another one here, and there you go. He'll find it. Get that sentry just out of range, right on the little cusp there. Well played. Costs him 2 sentries and 2 easy camps worth of creeps, but he does unblock it, and that'll open up some good lane control there. Jenkins already sacrificed the off lane, just moved right into the Dire jungle. Boots first, picks up one of those yummy satyrs, and gets that nice unholy aura.
He could be there just temporarily and eventually make a revisit back mid lane. Torrent going to be thrown out, but not going to be caught. Sumail on the puck. He's going to be one of the harder ones to get. Even if you set up a nice X, you know, you can just go ahead and pull out that quick shift. And look at this, man. He's right-clicking Shibby, forcing him to build into that bottle. He's going to have to use his last bit of regen here on Kunkka, and it's going to be a rough time for him. Puck is already 10-1 in CS, while Kunkka's at 8-0 and has to heal up.
Yep, and the battle for this bottom rune will be a big deal for Shibby. Hits your boy JC with a torrent. Who's going to actually get the rune, though? Can Shibby do it? Yes, he does. Put it in the bottle.
If he did not get that and casted the torrent, that would have been real rough. But hey, look at this. He's running down. He's faking out with the torrent as well, trying to see if he can get JC, kind of thinking twice. But he is getting caught up with the AA here when he should return back to lane.
Yeah, needs to be a little bit careful. You don't want to give that puck too much room. If you can get a first blood out of that, certainly worth it. But too much of a gamble. Shibby heads back to mid, and now Puck really far ahead on CS. 14-5 to the 8-0. And
Witch Doctor nearby, Invis would love to be able to make a play here on Shibby.
Dire did not see it. They don't have a ward down at the top rune, so they knew that there was something, but they don't know what. Courier.
So patiently. Oh, he wants that courier. Can he get it, though? He got it. Whoa! Boom!
There you go.
That is devastating for Leviathan and Shibby. Shibby now, empty bottle and no courier to use it with for quite a while. He is trying to make Joik pay. How dare you take my chicken?
Hear ye, Witch Doctor. No, he'll be okay.
Get the hell back here.
Well, Torrent. Oh, Shibby going in. Hits him with the chips, but now he gets stunned. Orb, Sumail, ready to do the damage. Misses the Waning Rift, but there's your first blood as Shibby overcommits for it, and Joik gets a little bit of vengeance.
That is a disaster start. Bottom lane, though, Jenkins pulls out what looks like the Scorched Earth. He's going to run down your boy JC. Will take him down. So they do get a quick return kill, taking down the support, but much more devastating. They get the courier. They take down Shibby on his Kunkka mid lane. That is rough.
Yeah, nice recovery kill for Jenkins. Still doesn't quite make up for it. I like that he picked up the Oov early on. Makes that kill nice and easy. Pretty much impossible for this the Frosty guy to make it away there. Our boy Chicken MC stunned up at the top. Stunned again. Stunned thrice. But a couple of backtracks will keep him alive as now the Witch Doctor comes in. A couple of nice bounces with the cask. And they will repel. Now Chicken MC coming back in. No time walk, but pops the salve and ready to continue fighting.
Pro-man shield and backtrack, man. What a hero. Faceless Void. You don't care about your 3-man lockdown. He'll survive and live on. No problem. Chicken MC, man. He stays strong, and with the aid of Joik being right there, there's really nothing Leviathan can do in this top lane. So it looks like all 3 lanes working pretty nicely right now for Root Gaming. Jenkins does get that nice kill on bottom, and he's finding a bit of farm in the jungle, trying to blitz forward, getting a hold of that Midas, but still a lot working out for Root Gaming here. And they go again, top lane, they want Joik, lead it off with the Fire Blast, and they're trying to hold him there. Wave brings down the armor a bit. He's trying to heal up, but not enough. He gets taken down. Shredder, though, very, very low. And now Chicken MC looking to commit, and will not be able to get it. Sidesteps, goes for Vengeful instead. Oh, Sunken. They're kiting him right now, and now they leap forward. They want to take down Chicken MC, but they're not going to get it. But nice job avoiding any sort of takedown. It's going to be a 1-for-none trade in the top lane.
Yeah, Nusham had an arrow coming up in just a couple seconds, but couldn't quite bide the time well enough. Meanwhile, in the mid, Sumail going in on to Shibby. Has a haste rune on, but same story. Just doesn't have enough damage to find that solo kill. 2-1. It is Leviathan coming out strong out of the gate. But Root Gaming still hanging in there. A very minimal gold lead right now as both teams very focused on that early farm. Yawar's been the quiet one. I feel like we haven't mentioned this Spectre at all. He's just racking up last hits here in the safe lane.
Well, that's how it was in game number 1 when he was Medusa. Quiet and just finding farm on the side. Next thing you know, you have your hands full with this big dominant late game force, and that could be the Spectre of this game. You gotta remember also, mid lane, Sumail rather, man, I'm never gonna get that right, has been putting in the work. Obviously, he got the help and the big benefit from that, first blood takedown of Shibby. He didn't get it himself, but taking him out of the lane so many times and taking down the courier. He's at 35-14 CS against Kunkka's 19-0.
Yeah,
so this Puck is going to get his Blink Dagger in great time. He's going to be able to set the pace in the mid game and just create more space for this Spectre to continue to farm up.
Yeah, obviously this is a big issue here. Kunkka, one of those heroes, not really known for his recovery. When he goes down early, can very quickly become a bit of a liability. Does have some ability just to set stuff up and spam out the boat. But a hero that certainly needs farm to really be scary towards the late game. Up top, Chicken MC will get initiated on. They'll drop the chain of stuns, but Joik is there, healing up his friend, and the Faceless Void lives to tell the tale. Meanwhile, in the bottom lane, we saw a rotation from Shibby, but can't find the opening he was looking for. Yawar and your boy JC turtled up in the trees behind the tower, and Kunkka just ends up wasting his time as he's wandering around with the double damage, trying to find a home.
Yeah,
where's the harbor?
Shibby, it's not working right now, and he should be able to keep on throwing that out and trying to find kills. It's only a 60-second cooldown, and you're hoping you have your bottle to work with to kind of keep out the pumps. And right now, he's just not really finding the action. So bottom lane, though, Jenkins still holding his own here. Has his level 6, has his Doom, but really hasn't also found much work to really have. And I don't know, man. Leviathan, 2 different lanes, just trying to make the best of it here. I feel like Root Gaming are really going to be coming into their own as they approach the mid game.
Yeah, right now, Doom farming well, but so is Shredder. He's the last hit leader right now, and Wraith King, one of those carries that a little questionable. Some don't regard him as a good position one. I know Merlini's not a big fan, and the big problem is the mid game. Early on, he's really strong with his stun, and then in that mid game, he kind of falls off a bit, but comes back once he gets farmed. So if he can get 2, 3, 4 core items, that's when Wraith King gets ridiculous, especially once that level 16 comes out. So for Leviathan, they have to make it through this long stretch as Shredder starts to come online, but they will smoke up, come down in the bottom. They get a ward down in the lane, and Yawar, their target of choice, gets X'd, doomed. Where's the follow-up damage, though? TP's in. Yawar, he's A-OK for now. Instead, they turn it around onto Jenkins. The boat from Shibby flies through, will not connect on anyone. It ends up being a fail boat. Yawar survives easily, and now Sunken. Left behind. A lot of auto attacks coming. Orb forced to juke right, and just nowhere for him to go. Ends up being a 2-for-0 the other way as Root strike back and keep their Spectre safe.
Not the engagement that Leviathan had wanted. They were hoping to get in there and get a quick, snappy kill on Spectre, but they couldn't quite line up the initiation properly, and with quick rotations on that Tier 1 tower, Root Gaming just strike right back, and they find a couple of kills in their pocket, and now they're even sitting stronger than they were previously without even needing the Faceless Void to get involved. He still finds top lane, able to farm, trying to get his level 6 and get that chrono, but yeah, you can see Midas now being complete from Spectre.
Interesting. You really don't see that too often. Spectre, Radiance carry as they call him, tends to be that farming tool that he'll rush towards. I'm really curious if this will end up being a Midas into Radiance, or this is in the place of the Radiance, and we'll just see him tank up, go like into a Vanguard urn or something like that. I don't know. The big issue here for Spectre is just doesn't give you any stats, you know, and we'll see how it works out for Yawar. Looking at net worth, he is not actually at the top, number 4 overall, so at least this will accelerate his farm for now. If they leave him unchecked with the Midas, he still could still get out of Radiance before that 20-minute mark, I think, pretty easily.
Top lane, waiting in the wings. Chicken MC, who has a Chrono at the ready in case they want to go for a counterplay. Jumped in, and there's the Chrono. I don't think he wanted the King. He's going to be stuck with him here. Nice little zoning arrow, forces him to step back, and Shredder is going to be able to live and step all the way out. He was hoping to get Nusham right there, but a nice quick leap reaction from the Mirana gets her out.
Yep. Now, Sumail in the mid lane. How's he working on that Blink Dagger? Oh, he did stuff off for the Power Tread, so that'll delay his Blink timing quite a bit, but still 1,300 gold, about 2/3 of the way there. Doom will grab his Blink Dagger now.
I think they have to deny AA.
Multiple fights are breaking out here. Is AA doomed? Yep. Your boy JC. Will he live?
Duke Blast from the neutral might have been enough. Oh, he lives. He lives with 30 life. AA, barely.
Close call. Yeah, a couple little skirmishes breaking out there. Top lane, they're starting to pressure this tower, and Void trying to fend best he can. But Jenkins, he had a nice gank earlier on, but now that's back-to-back Dooms that have not yielded a kill, and that is very unfortunate. Yeah, for him at least.
They got a quota to meet, and they were hoping to get a lot more done with the Kunkka and the Doom together, and allow their Wraith King to really farm up. Shibby hasn't really been able to find his own element right now. He is trying to make a go here. Can he get Jork down? Boat, Torrent not going to be there. Boat does huge damage, however, but through that heal, does he have enough? No, he does not. A brief cast will allow the space for Witch Doctor to get back, and when your Kunkka can't take down
level 2 Voodoo Restoration, dude.
Yeah, it's hard. He's going into the tower trying to get that kill, and obviously the Torrent timing not really working out. I don't know if maybe he could have done something with the pullback. It's free mana now to do. Maybe you could time it out a little bit better.
Yeah, some possibilities there. Still, things going okay for Leviathan. They still have Shredder, top of the net worth chart, racking up the farm, and they are actually ahead in terms of team net worth, despite Root kind of seemingly being in a better position here. Puck dominated on the Kunkka in the mid lane, but he still has pretty decent farm. Shibby with 43 CS, level 8, has phase boots. He's still got his core round of items, and kind of hanging in there.
He might get his reincarnation pop there. It was a very nice ice blast, but he would need to eat a little bit of nuke damage. That's what Sumail's hoping to move up for, but no, but it's just level 1. He just walks away before they even get the chance, and he'll hold on to his reincarnation for now. Uh-oh.
Sumail finds Nusham.
Coil on this. No, he might be able to get both of them if he really wants to. Shift, they fake it. They fake out the stun and force out the shift, but now they open up an arrow here. Can they get the Ray Fire Blast now? Yes, they can. They're looking to turn here on Sumail. Very nicely done, but another shift. And Joik. Nice little bodyguard action as he sweeps on in. Now Sumail running away with very little life as they also turn on to Joik here. They might both get away, though. Oh, man, Sumail just jumps into the trees, sidesteps, has 2 more seconds for a TP. They want someone. They get Joik at least right there with the help of Vengeful Spirit.
Yeah, Chicken MC thinking about hopping in, but no mana for the ultimate. Probably could have switched to Int Treads and been topped over for just enough, but not there. And as you mentioned, Leviathan do end up with a kill. Nicely played by Root. I think they handled themselves well under the pressure, but will push the Dire further into the lead. Now Leviathan, 1,500 gold in their favor. 12.5 minutes in. Yawar in the mid. Going to get initiated on here. Torrent, Boat. They'll be on the mark this time. Can Shibby actually do it? The Tidebringer just tickles, and again, Shibby just can't make it happen. Now Sumail comes in with the coil. Shibby right on the edge of it. Does not break the tether, but still gets silenced, and now the Chilling Touch will bring him down. 4-3 as Root strike back.
Seeing the repercussions of not having that successful laning phase right there. Just can't really get it done by himself. He's going to need assistance. And bottom lane, Jenkins, is he going to make a go on Joik? Nope. Bit awkward exchange right there. And interesting that he went right for the Blink Dagger. I would feel Dooms mostly just go for the Midas first and foremost and then look to build up from there. But it's Jenkins after all, and his off-lane Doom and general playstyle isn't of your norm.
Well, now he's going into the point booster, it looks like. Yeah, says it's not owned by anyone, but it is officially owned by Jenkins. So going right into the Aghanims. And probably a refresher after that. Still looking okay in terms of his farm. Puck now gets the Blink Dagger. 13 minutes in. Decent timing considering the Power Tread stop-off. And maybe Root Gaming can step up the aggression a little bit.
We'll see. And for Leviathan, it's more of just the same. They try to go for kills and pickoffs that don't seem to go according to plan. Sometimes they get a bit of scraps and maybe a nice little support grab, but generally it's not what they're going into, or at least not what the plan is going into.
They smoke and it gets broken right away. Are they going to get caught? No.
Oh, did they get
Nushi and
scouted from
Jenkins.
Moonlight Shadow?
I think it was the TP in from Chicken MC that broke it, or it was Joik just kind of nearby on the tree line. But either way, that smoke going to be completely thwarted. Dire only have 1 ward down right now, and it's about to expire. So map control certainly in favor of Root Gaming, with 3 wards kind of giving them vision into all the access points of their jungle.
4 stacks that they're finishing up here on the Leviathan side in the jungle. Shredder. Classic Shredder going right for that Radiance build. He's almost got the Relic. And then he's hoping to come online, but, you know, the Radiance, after all, adds so much overall damage. Doesn't really add much as far as stats, though, on your Wraith King, but he's one that has that second life to work with. So one of the heroes that can make it work. And it has worked in history, in past history.
Exactly. It seems weird. I've heard a lot of people flame the Radiance Wraith King, a lot of respected analysts as well, and Shredder makes it work. It's his build, and I know better than to flame it because I've seen it work for him time and time again.
Yeah. Not sure if it's his build, but I've definitely seen him do the most, that's for sure.
Yeah, I don't know that he created it, but he does it a lot. Mid lane, Chicken MC comes in, actually misses the chrono onto Shibby. Boat flies through. Cask will bounce around the heroes a bit. No kills come out yet. Puck with a haste rune survives.
Awkward chrono right there. Was hoping to get a 2-fer right there, but just a bit short.
His nose froze, dude. Yeah, not been the best game for Chicken MC. Both teams have a big skill shot hero that has not been on point so far. Kunkka for LvT and kind of the Void for Root Gaming. But now a smoke from LvT. They've got a Doom ready, and they want to make use of it.
They also have Moonlight
Dire's
Shadow.
middle tower is under attack.
Extra sneaky here, but they're creeping on the bottom. They got Blink Doom, and they're going to use it. Blink Doom, you are desperately trying to go right for the tier 1. Look at the rotations come. And now Sumail, that puck jumps forward immediately, wants to get Nushim. One more right click. Can they get it? Nope. Gets caught with a torrent, and they're going to slash down the Fairy Dragon. Man.
That was awkward on both sides. The arrow misses, Spectre lives, and then Puck hops forward and tries to get a counter kill, ends up dying himself. Now Spectre ults.
Oh, the Moonlight Shadow is saving Nushim for now. And
oh, Nushi.
Man, Spectre hoping to get that support kill with the ultimate, but not going to get so lucky. So, hey, they do force out a couple of ults, and they're still not done yet. Bottom lane, they know Chicken MC hiding behind that tower. He's got no chrono. Get him! Jumping on forward, and they get the X off right here with the boat.
Torrent,
Chicken MC gets blown up and taken down. Ships ahoy, matey! They get that one done, but now caught between a cask. They can't pursue much more, but they step back, finish out this objective, and it's going to be the biggest swing we've seen from Leviathan this game. Nice little ice blast.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
Leviathan
attack.
pulling further into the lead here. Now about 2,500 gold, 2,000 experience as they get another tier 1 tower kill, but boy, are they struggling working around this Doom. It seems like the target he does Doom is the one that lives almost every time. And I don't know if it's a matter of Jenkins pulling the trigger a little too early, his team not quite there. I mean, once Shredder gets a blink, he'll be able to follow up very nicely with these Wraithfire blasts. But the real moral of the story here is that it doesn't matter. I mean, as long as they're putting pressure on and giving Shredder space to farm, that's good. Up top, Yawar, he just walks right into this series of stunts, and Shredder just chops him down, gives him the sword.
Take a knee and bow before His Majesty. He just walked up and just, like it was nothing.
It's kind of like, oh, hey, Shredder, I see you're farming a Radiance. That's cool, bro. I heard that build. It's like, oh, damn it. I mean,
just setup, right?
Underestimating the damage they can put out. Mirana also maxing the Sacred Arrow, so if it hits, that's a big chunk.
Shibby's got his Blink Dagger now in Kunkka, so cheeky plays to come here as he does the self-X and can kind of move forward and back and really be cheeky here with his X play. 8 seconds to work with as well is plenty of time. And
I love that these wards are named Lil Dungus.
You can name your wards?
Yeah, you can put a little name on them. Here we go. Jenkins, Death Ward, Dream Coil, nowhere for Doom to go.
It's 2 ultimates for a Doom.
Yeah.
You know, they'll take what they can get.
All right, now LvT moving to the mid-tier 1. Ice Blast will come in, connects on Shredder. Not a bad hero to have against the Wraith King. Of course, does deactivate the effects of the lifesteal.
His Majesty, the Wraith King, Shredder.
He has the Radiance. Here we go, 18 minutes in. He's shredding. And he's also got the level 2 ultimate.
Good stuff. Jenkins just getting a bit greedy with his farm on that bottom lane, trying to get the Aghanim Scepter. He's one component away. But
Dire Vision here.
Confident here as well.
Stun onto Joik. Arrow flies through. Hits Chicken MC from downtown. Shibby hitting him with the chips. But Sumail on his way in. Moonlight Shadow's now used. The boat will connect on none. The
Not
chrono.
The chrono you want.
Oh no, Radiant side getting cleaned up. 2 go down right away. Ice Blast Blaster does a little bit of damage. Chicken MC on the backside has a time walk in 2. Can he get it off? Hit by the level death, hit by the arrow. Put a fork in him. He's a chicken dinner. Oh my gosh.
Disaster.
Radiant's
4 for
middle
nil.
tower is under attack.
Wow, wow, wow. Oh, look at that. There's your X play. Taking him, putting Vengeful right back in base. Free 100 gold
Radiant's
TP will
middle
get you nice
tower
and
has
healed up,
fallen.
and they hand off the bottle so she can
Dire's
use a bit of
bottom
it
tower
and
is
hand it
under
right back
attack.
towards Kunkka's pocket.
And they get the tower out of it now. 5,000 golden experience in favor of Team Leviathan. Spectre. Yeah, that hand of might is
Radiant's
not
middle
really
tower
working
is
out
under
so
attack.
well thus far. 19 minutes in, 2,200 gold. I guess pulling up towards a relic, but well, the one true king, he's got his already. Doom making big strides towards the Aghanims. Will have it after he finishes off another creep. Big items coming out for the Dire as they move into the Rosh
Dire's
pit.
top
That's the
tower
problem. You
is
get these
under
big
attack.
ultimate kind of heroes that, you know, your team is counting on to get to set up the stage for a beautiful show. You put up a stage on a rocky mountain, it doesn't really work and falls off, and it's just it's a hot mess. It doesn't really work out for them. Now
Roshan has
Leviathan not
fallen
only
to
capitalize on that big fight,
Illusion.
they get their Roche, they walk away with
Dire's
the
middle
Aegis.
tower is under attack.
Leviathan feeling really good about this one.
And Aegis does go the way of the Kunkka. So Shibby started off having a rough game, but now really coming to life. Now has a Chrysalis to go with the Blink. So going for the damage, and those Tidebringers, they're starting to add up. Now they'll move into this big fatty stack here. Looks like just a double stack, but still easy money for the Shibster.
Good grab from them. They'll continue to farm it on up right here in Root Gaming. Looking to dig deep. What game plan B might be here? Oh, Shibby jump forward with his blink, gets the X. Arrow not going to be timed appropriately. Sumail instead steps back, gets a nice coil on 2. Yushim snaps it, leaping back, but the Vengeful Spirit
Dire's
tries to
top
swap
tower
and
is
save
under attack.
Shibby, but Shibby will lose his Aegis life there. So
Yeah.
an attempted jump onto Puck, and they lose their Aegis. Works very nicely there for Root Gaming.
And now Shredder, stuns up an illusion. He does have the Blink Dagger, so now a lot more mobility on this Wraith King. Can afford to initiate from kind of far away.
We'll see here now, but weighing it about, Leviathan smoking in the wings. Nice aggressive ward coverage right here. They feel the momentum on their side, and with another pickoff or 2, they can continue to sweep through these objectives and hopefully make their break towards the base right now. And then the pressure is really on for Chicken MC and getting these chronos set up, especially from a high ground defense. And Leviathan, confident as ever, strut themselves down this bottom lane, looking to go towards this tier 2 tower. Shredder got his Blink and Radiance at the ready here with 800 gold. Continues to really
Radiant's bottom
farm on
tower
up.
is under
Spectre
attack.
still trying to throw together that relic after grabbing the Midas.
3,100 gold, getting close, but
Dire's
still no
top
cigar.
tower
This is
is
fighting
under
time.
attack.
Sumail goes in, does what
Radiant's
damage he can
bottom
after the Ice
tower
Blast
is under
connects.
attack.
TP was on the way, gets canceled. Arrow almost hits the dope nose fan, but not going to find it. Now the glyph comes out, and Root need to be careful here. They did this last time where they used the glyph early and they didn't have it to defend the base. Chrono on 1 catches just Jenkins. Shredder isolated from the team, but it's okay. He still has the ultimate. No kill comes out of the Chrono. Death Ward's already been used. Now Void. Finish off by Magic Missile. Sumail stunned up, brought down. Joy now gets left behind. They even use a Doom for the Venge. That's just a slap in the face. Now your boy JC, soon to be your boy, dead as fuck. Down he goes. It's a 4 for nil. And now without a glyph, they're going to move right into the high ground. That's a buyback from the Puck.
I don't want any part of that. Pops his ult and is like, I'm not coming.
See ya.
Sorry, guys. It was a jump-in Chrono that only
Dire's
caught
top
Doom,
tower
and
is
they
under
couldn't take down the
attack.
Doom. Still Leviathan keeping great positioning. Don't get caught out from the initiation from Root Gaming and come out big again.
Spectre still doesn't have enough for the relic. Will head back to the base. Can't even bring down the tower at the top. What a big trade. Leviathan coming out ahead in basically every skirmish we've seen here past the 15-minute mark. Now 12,000 gold in experience. The lead they've grabbed for themselves. Very aggressive wards. Look at this. One in the middle of the jungle, one near that mid lane, and one on the plateau here between the top and the mid. Still 2 outer towers to work on, but they have complete map control now, and they're really getting scary. Mirana even picking up a mech.
Sunken able to throw together the medallion here on the Vengeful Spirit. Makes their right click not just that much more significant, but their Roche game overall that much better. And also, just that quick reminder that medallion in recent patch, you now apply it to yourself or your allies. Could certainly help out. So
Arrow almost hits Joik. They just sidestep it in the nick of time. No Roche for quite some while. LvT going to slow down the pace a little bit. They know their Wraith King's farming well, so they're going to let Shredder probably get his next big core item before they really look to press their luck. He's now picked up a Hyperstone, so working towards either Mjolnir or Assault Kuros. I think both could be good here. Probably the AC, though, just for sieging.
The AC definitely adds a lot more durability to himself and his allies. Of course, quick right clicks come quick crits, which always works out nicely, but you could say the same for the Mjolnir. Plus, he's one of the best to have Mjolnir, the active itself on himself. You know he's going to want to get into the fray and dish out that damage, so yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see either way. I imagine more so it's going to be the Mjolnir, and they can leave AC for someone like the Doom, and it looks like that is going to be the case. Doom just grabs his Blade Mail, so...
Okay, could also be a Shiva's on the Doom, though.
That's true.
Slightly more popular pickup. So a couple options for LvT, but really the moral of this story is their farm is vastly exceeding that of Root. Now up to 15,000. You look at the inventories, 2 Midases on the side of Root, 1 in Spectre's inventory, 1 in Puck's, and sure, those are good items, but you just look at the net worth difference. That's another like 4,000 in net worth that you can basically just cross off the list because those items aren't really giving them anything. Puck and Spectre not benefiting from the attack speed, and it's an investment for the future, but I mean, Spectre's still basically naked. I mean, 4,500 gold is great, but not helping out in these fights now as they're losing objectives.
Shredder scoffs at your nice little Ice Blast right there. Mind you, still only level 1, so at this point, how farmed up Leviathan are, they don't really care about an Ice Blast, but the ultimate also being pulled out. So 2 ults to try to just stop Leviathan from even pushing, and they're not going to stop him. They're going to be able to take this tier 2 with ease, and we'll see if they decide to just shift over to the mid lane and finish taking out all outer towers at this point.
Sumail blinks into the tree line. TP's home. Tier 2 in the top goes down. Moonlight Shadow across the mid. And
cut off Chicken. Oh, he jumps up the other way. Oh, but Jenkins shortly follows, pulls out the Doom, but he is far from home. But oh, the level death.
And it's an Aghanim upgraded. He is definitely dead. Jenkins making it happen there. The level death maxed out. Void, he's level 9. How unfortunate.
That ward, though.
Just look at the hero level difference here. Look at the Radiant side. They've got a 7, 8, 9. Vengeful Spirit's the lowest on Leviathan, and she's level 11. I mean, that right there, Void is just completely fallen off. He's got nothing. Mask of Madness, not a hell of a lot at this stage of the game. Spectre, 26 minutes in, finally grabs the Radiance, but he's still so damn squishy. Just doesn't really matter. Puck gets finished off by the Doom. I didn't even know that there was a Puck there. Jeez.
Sunken steps forward, swaps the Puck, who of course just immediately, you know, uses the nice little phase shift, and they just quickly take her down. Good grab. Leviathan, a team that when they get momentum really know how to hold on to it here. And now, moving forward, they want to get Droid, and here comes Chicken MC. Does get a chrono on too as they begin to focus down Jenkins with that ward.
But he's already doomed to start this fight off, so it doesn't matter. Now the Void gets taken out. Shredder in the front lines, has a reincarnation, just tanking the damage. You are.
Oh, you can kill him. Oh,
well, still gets brought down. Ends as a 1 for 4, and they get the reincarnation cooldown. I think Root Gaming going to be forced to tap out here pretty soon, Dakota. We've got a cat bathing in front of us. How nice.
I just look up and there's some cat bathing in front of us.
There's a cat licking its asshole. That's
all
fabulous.
Right. Anyways, though, for Leviathan, they're kicking the asshole of Root Gaming right now as they push up the mid lane and begin to take out the racks. And it just swung the momentum in their direction so damn quick. And mind you,
he gets hit by an arrow too.
This was a game that started very bad for Leviathan. They took down Shibby in the mid with that first blood and took down the courier. Uh-oh, on the way out, they get a coil that catches 2 here. Sumail, though, with that midnight, that shadow, they're going to hide into the dark, but they got a sentry. They do drop it right there. Very nice cast. We'll hold them both. They should be able to clear out both of these with ease. Oh, the boat.
Shibby's
will
got
help
a boat.
a bit.
The Cocoa Rum.
Nah, not going to matter. They do manage to take down both. Root scavenging for what they can after Leviathan did push into their home turf.
Okay, they didn't get any barracks there, so Root will hang on a bit longer. They get a huge net worth boon out of that one, but it's still just, it's pennies compared to the big picture here, where Root are far, far behind. They're going to need to do that quite a few more times to get back in this game. Roche up in a minute and a half, and I don't know that they can contest it. And once Leviathan get that Aegis, I mean, if they give it to Shredder, killing him more than twice will certainly be a feat. Giving it to the Doom, I don't know. This is going to be tricky.
It's rough. And as Wraith King still waits, it looks like the cooldown from his level before he got 16, so it's still a long cooldown on his reincarnation, but he's 2 full items ahead of Spectre. He's got a Basher now complete, and now he's going to use it, going top lane, jumps right on Chicken MC, and wow, there was a Faceless Void there, but now he is gone.
Yep.
Shredder has dedicated a quick kill for his team, and it's just a nice quick grab right there. Chicken MC will drop, and
Quick grab. There's the
Dyer's middle
Shivas out on
tower has
Doom, and it
been
looks like
denied.
Shredder just hanging on to a casual Hyperstone for now, as you mentioned. He went back for the Basher. So just gearing up for a little more damage.
And it wasn't Shivas onto Jenkins. So
Yep.
it could very well be that AC onto Shredder. Depends if they feel more priority in just some hack and slash or if they want to really be able to siege the base. Arrow is not going to be there because Roche is not up, fellas. Sorry, get out of there.
Get out of town, boys, although it is coming up here in just a couple of seconds, and another one of these unfortunate situations where they'll scout it out, walk on by knowing he's not up yet, but little do they know with our caster hacks that it's right around the corner. Sunk in. Let's look at other item progression. Shibby, he was there picking up that Daedalus. He grabbed it a little while ago, but yeah, this Kunkka, man, he is doing some damage. And even with that rough start early on, at this point, you know, even just spamming out those Tidebringers and looking for a decent boat in these fights will be enough. He's got a double damage rune and can put up some hurt. Roshan with his new Christmas hat. Look at that big bad beast. The king comes in and says, "Get that Christmas hat out of here, you spotty dog."
Nice blast.
Dyer's
Scout it
top
out.
tower
They know
is
this is
under
happening,
attack.
but really what is Root going to do unless Sumail, wow, he actually pounces
Dyer's
forward,
top
throws out the
tower
orb.
has fallen.
Spectre
But
gets a tower, so
That's
they'll be okay with trading tier 1 tower for Roche
Roshan
2.
has
That's their
fallen to
second
the
tower,
Dire.
mind you, that Root have been able to get this game. So just goes to show what a strug city it's been in for Root Gaming in this one. Now, mind you, if they do go down in this match, they're not out of Starladder yet. They will move into the lower bracket and face Complexity, who have just beaten Wheel in a 2-0 series. So winner will move
Dyer's
on right
top
to the
tower is
qualifier,
under
or not the
attack.
qualifier, move on right to the playoffs, and the loser gets one more shot as they will take on Complexity.
Yep. Ghost ship, the Admiral's Rum. Did it used to be called Cocoa Rum? I feel like that's a thing. I didn't just
Radiant's
make that
middle
up, did I?
barracks are
Oh, up
under
top.
attack.
Look at that Tidebringer. Oh my god, it does so much damage. Now Doom in the front
Dyer's
lines.
top tower
He's going to get
is under
silenced,
attack.
but get some damage out onto the puck. Leviathan doing a lot of damage to the base here. No glyph for the Radiant. Mid lane of Barracks will go down. They've got their cooldowns. Yawar,
Dyer's
he's
top
going
tower
to
has
TP
fallen.
back. Still has the ultimate, but this is a 5v4 right now. Where do LvT go from here? Do they rotate bottom? Do they just back it on up? And they're going to keep it on going. The pain trains are coming. Get aboard the Polar Express. I hear there are presence in the Radiant base.
And as they move on forward here, it's going to be pressure on Root Gaming and their high ground
Radiant's
defense.
bottom
Chicken MC
tower
with a
is
chrono
under
at the
attack.
ready here. It's been a bit hot and cold as far as how he wants to land it, but will he get the chance? Diving on in, it's going to be Jenkins. He moves himself into a silence now. There's your chrono, does manage to catch, but Shredder's already eliminated and taken out the Witch Doctor, so no Death Ward combo going to be there, and with that boat, they quickly take down the Void. Chicken MC drops, and that's more than enough for a GG call to come out. Root Gaming not going to be able to best Leviathan. Leviathan will move themselves forward into the playoffs for Starladder Season 11 Americas. Though out of this one, Root Gaming now will be facing Complexity in a best-of-3 winner to also join in the playoff action.
And hey, that's coming up right now. So unbuckle those seatbelts, get yourself another broskin, then come on back because we've got a whole fresh best-of-3 Complexity versus Root Gaming about to square up. Again, to reiterate what Mr. Coddle Guy just said, Leviathan now secured in the playoffs. And, well, we've got some more Dota coming your way. So thank you so much for joining us, folks. If you enjoyed the cast, consider following us both on Twitter, at ZioriTV, at Coddle Guy, both in the title of this broadcast, and at Beyond the Summit as well to stay up to date with all things happening in the studio. Stick around because we're coming right back after this quick one.